morning, everyone. Shariul and Masum, welcome.
Hi ma'am, how are you?
I'm not too bad. I just woke up.
Oh,
That's okay.
it's just a very early morning in your area, right?
It's not early. It's already 12 noon, but I'm not a morning person, so
Oh,
I
you are not early riser, right?
no.
I got to know.
Okay, if you want guys to start, Masum and Shariul.
Ma'am,
Shariul.
actually, but I'm today a little bit busy. I have some guests in my house, so I can't continue the space. I just joined because last 2 days I didn't join. That's why I'm trying to inform you that last couple of days I'm passing very busy time with my family.
Oh, no problem, Shariul. If you want to just listen and observe, just be there. Don't worry. You
Okay, ma'am.
You
That
can-
will be great. I'm just following other people.
Okay,
Okay. Thank you.
welcome. We have Habib coming. I saw him, but okay. Habib is here. Waiting for him to be settled. Habib, are you ready to speak with Masum?
Ready.
Hmm? I won't turn on my camera because I'm drinking my coffee and I'm eating my toast.
Hello, Mr. Masum.
Hello, yes, I'm here.
You guys can start.
Okay, so it is better to start our session. Even just may I request you to ask me questions from participants? Hello?
So who's gonna ask question first?
I'm asking
Already-
Mr. Masum.
Yes, please start.
Okay. Wait a bit, please. Okay, Mr. Masum, I'm asking you some questions related to saving money.
Okay, great.
Did you save money when you were young?
Yes, it's definitely from my young life. Actually, I'm used to saving money because I think money is the backbone for myself as well as for my family as well. Because without having this quite impossible to keep the life. Even I think it can give me lots of pleasure, lots of satisfaction, lots of mental satisfaction. Many things are involved with this money, my financial solvency. So therefore, I am very conscious from the beginning of my life. Whatever I'm earning, try to save as much as I can. So yeah, this is the positive things I found in my life from the beginning.
Okay. Have you ever given money to other children?
Yes, absolutely. In my life, I have given several times to the siblings, cousins, neighbors as well, because as far as I think that my mind is so soft. Whenever any person needs any help from financial help from my end, definitely instantly I try to give him support, either money or anything, any type of support he needs. So from this sense, and several times in my life, I borrowed money. Sometimes I donated because without having any benefit. So that's my purpose is that just he should the way he can overcome this problem, financial crisis, or medical treatment. So for this purpose, I have donated lots of time in my life.
Do you think parents should teach children to save money?
Absolutely. I do believe that the parents, of course, parents should guide their children how to save money, how to earn money, because parent is the parents are always. I think not only their parents, they are also teacher. I can say, because we approximately 14 hours or 18 hours in a day we spend with our parents. So that's why they can give plenty of time to nurture us. Even therefore, not only they should learn they should teach us academic, but they should learn basic things. For example, saving money, how to earn money, and how to give to someone. These sort of things are very essential to know. Parents should teach us. From this perspective, parents should teach us how to save money.
Okay, I'm asking you the last question. Do parents give pocket money a lot to children in your country?
Sorry, I didn't get your point.
Do parents give pocket money a lot to children in our country?
Well, I'm afraid I don't think so, because parents as children should not get sufficient money or extra money from their need, because if they have lots of money or additional money, they will try to spend this sort of money another way. For example, either with their friend, or they may be paying with addicted as well, because money can, because children they do not have sufficient capacity how to control them. So from this perspective, children, youngster or young people, they should not have extra money, or just I think sufficient or less amount of money is needed for them to roam around any place, or to spend what they need actually. So that from this perspective, I think parents should not give their children plenty of money.
Okay, thank you. That's a great session. Your part is ended up. Now you can ask me as to part 3.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. Types of weathers, and we are discussing about what types of weather do people in your country dislike most, and why is that?
Yeah, actually, we are living in temperate climate in our country. Most of the time we are moisture, but only 2-3 months are in winter season. But in my case, I think that many people like to live in winter season.
Okay. What jobs can be affected by different weather conditions, and why?
Actually, the people who are the deliverer, they will be really suffer for having the climate, difficult climate, because they have to stay all day outside from their house. If the climate is not favorable for them, then it will be difficult to stay for long. And in winter season, most of the deliverer or the poor people suffer a lot.
Okay. Are there any important festival in your country that celebrate a season or types of weather?
Yeah, in case weather, we don't see the festivals a lot to be observed in our country, but in winter season, just the kith and kin arranged to celebrate the cake festival. Different types of cakes are being made in at home and being served to the relatives.
Uh, okay. And okay, another question: how important do you think it is? It is for everyone to check what the next day's weather will be and find.
Actually, I didn't get the question.
Okay, how important do you think it is for everyone to check what the next day's weather will be? Did you get my point?
How important it is for anyone to check what the weather would be the next day. Next day, yeah. Well, I'm just talking about the context. Is it important that every individual will check the weather for the next day? How important it is, Habib?
Okay, skip it. What is the best way to get accurate information about the weather? Habib is there?
Yeah, actually, I think that there might have some internet issues, then that's why I didn't get the sounds.
Oh, okay. Okay, great. How important do you think it is for everyone to check what the next day's weather will be?
Yeah, actually, it is not important for every people, but the persons who are really responsible for this, they need to check for upcoming days weather, because if they publish the weather forecast to any media, so that the people can guess the weather is coming. If it is worse, they can be concerned and they can take preparation for that. This way, actually, it is important to know the weather forecast, but it is not important for all.
Okay, what is the best way to get accurate information about weather?
Yeah, the best way to get the weather information from the government weather department, weather and forecast department, because they are allotted to analyze the weather upcoming seasons, and they have been doing for long. And they are the analyst, and they can get it in the easiest way than the mesh people. So I think that this is the easiest way to get the weather forecast from them.
Okay, how easy or difficult is it to predict the weather in your country? How easy or difficult is it to predict the weather in your country?
Yeah, actually, it depends on day and time. Most of the time, it may be difficult to guess the weather, and sometimes also it is easy to understand the weather forecast. In time of winter season, we can see the cloud is going to gloomy, and then we can get the notion about the rainy. And in the another seasons, as the whole day is from the down to dusk, it is clear. So that's why it is difficult to get idea. That's the thing nowadays we are getting in our country.
Okay, Masum,
Okay.
that's it. That's it, Masum. Let's take,
Yes, this is the input.
thank
So
you.
I have some suggestions. If you need, if you like to get first one thing first.
Yes, of course.
Let's take Raiyan and Mert first, and then after they're finished, we can get back to you guys and we'll start over. All right?
Okay,
Raiyan,
brother, your answer should be according to the question. Sometimes your answer going too far from the question. So just whenever you deliver your answer, try to as much close as possible according to the question. Okay, this is the feedback from my end. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks. Now let's take Raiyan. Hi, Raiyan and Mert.
Hi, how are you?
Hello, Ryan. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. So, which part do you prefer?
I prefer part 3.
Part 3. Okay. So, my first question is, have you received anything that was handmade by the person who gave it to you?
Wow. That's difficult. Anyways,
An interesting question.
I know.
Actually, I didn't receive it from anybody. A handmade thing.
Okay. When receiving a gift, do you prefer something that was self-made or something bought in stores?
Can you repeat, please?
When receiving a gift, do you prefer something that was self-made or something bought in stores?
Okay. I want to give that I received from anybody. I want that gift should be self-made. I think because self-made gifts are very special for giving anybody to when you send the gift to anybody. I think self-made gifts are more important than the selling ones in stores.
Okay. Which is better? Self-made food or food that you buy?
From my point of view, I think self-made foods are better than fast food because the food that you made in your home are made by your self-made foods are more delicious, coming more delicious to your self-made foods flavors are more delicious rather than fast foods, I think. Because of it, I prefer self-made food in my daily life.
Okay. So my last question is, are art classes important in schools?
Art class, right?
Yes.
In my opinion, it's important because interesting with art in school or your daily life is giving to any people creativeness and also
you can relax by doing some art products like drawing picture or dancing. Because of it, I think interested with our art in school will be good for students.
Okay. So that's the end of our part 3 session. So
Thank
you
you,
can
Raiyan.
ask me from part 2 or part 3.
Okay, I can ask you some or 3 questions. Okay. I will ask you some part 3 questions about newspapers. And your first question is, in what ways are newspapers better for learning about the news than listening to radio or watching television?
Could you repeat the question?
Okay. In what ways are newspapers better for learning about the news than listening to radio or watching TV?
Actually, my internet connection was weak. So was it about importance of newspaper or?
I'm repeating. In what ways are newspapers better for learning about the news than listening to the radio or watching TV?
Okay, so I think that newspaper is crucial to learn something new. And when you read newspaper, you can learn many vocabularies and it will enhance your reading skills. So these are the important things when we read several newspapers on daily basis. However, you will not be able to watch the improvements in a day. But if you consecutively do these things regularly, then definitely you will see the improvements. So when it comes about radios and TVs, I think that this watching or listening newspapers from these sources plays a role, but this will only enhance your listening skills. I don't think this is quite popular in our country, and hopefully, like reading newspaper is very significant.
Your next question is, do you think newspapers should be completely free to say whatever they want?
Actually, Mert, I think that your pronunciation is not clear with me. I can't actually. What should I say? Could you ask the questions more clearly, as
Okay.
I couldn't grasp the question in my previous question. So if it is possible for you to ask the questions clearly, more clear.
Okay.
Should the newspapers, can newspapers write anything they like? I think that's what Mert was saying.
I can repeat if you want.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Do you think newspapers should be completely free to say whatever they want?
From my point of view, I think that newspapers should be free. This is mainly because when newspapers are free, then definitely people will be encouraged to read more newspapers. However, newspapers organizations feel some problems as they have to earn money, so it's impossible for them to make these sources totally free. But in a long run, it will help us to learn or to know the contemporary issues. So I feel that newspapers should be available and should be minimize the cost, and hopefully the government will subsidize to make these channels free.
Raiyan, the question is, should be completely free to say whatever they like. So
Okay, so yeah,
not
okay,
for
I got your
free,
point.
like no
Yes,
more.
yes, I got your point. So I think that newspapers or journalists should be totally free from any pressure. So when journalists feel pressures, they can't write whatever they want, and if they don't have any freedom to write something, then definitely we won't be able to get the actual news. So to get our rights, to read the newspaper and to know the actual meanings or what is happening around us, it's necessary to produce the newspaper without any pressure.
Okay.
Okay. And third question is, what do people enjoy reading in your country?
Well, usually in our country, most of the people likes contemporary developments, news such as whether there are any new infrastructure is building, or which infrastructure is very popular in our country. Moreover, I feel that comics are important in our newspaper. Uh, in our newspaper, we have a page in almost every newspaper. So they produce different comics. So this fascinates young readers. So these are the popular things which people like the most.
Okay. And your last question is, do you think it is important for people to read aloud? Why or not?
Actually, reading is important, but I don't feel that a person should read all the time. So you might have some family issues, or you have other commitments. So we shouldn't read a lot. However, if we read for a limited time, then definitely it will helps us to get the acquired desired knowledge, and we can learn so many things. So if we do this or read 1 hour per day for the next 1 month or 1 year, then we will see the improvements within ourselves. So we can learn so many vocabularies and how to structure a sentence and what is happening around us. So these are the things we will be able to understand, and we should read at least 1 hour per day rather than reading newspaper randomly.
Okay, Ryan, thank you. Your part 3 session is over.
Okay, good job. So,
Hello?
hello, who is this?
Oh,
Is this Habib? Oh, who's
sorry,
that? Okay, sorry. So,
I think its connection was lost because of it.
whose connection? There are 3 of you here. 4 of us, all in all. We still have 12 minutes or 11 maybe. So what do you want guys to do?
Mert, I want to give a suggestion. So if possible, try to clear your accent. So the way you pronounce any word or sentence, it's sometimes unclear. So if you can't answer properly, then it will reduce your marks. Okay, so think listen whatever you found. If you listen properly, then definitely you will be able to learn how native speakers pronounce the words or sentence. So this will help your speaking part as well. Okay, so
Thank you. But
actually,
I think my pronunciation a little bit good, but I am speaking sometimes. I speak sometimes fastly because of it. People didn't understand because of it.
I feel like you know
Sometimes
what?
I speak fastly when I'm asking to anyone
even
question.
uh,
But
I
when
have
I'm answering, I am very slow because I am thinking about
it's okay.
how.
When you practice regularly, it will improve your pronunciation and fluency as well. But my main point was like we have like listened Mansi's speaking session. So every country have their own accent or pronunciation, but as we all do. But when we communicate, actually what is called effective communication? So effective communication is like you are able to like produce or deliver the speech appropriately, and the person who is sitting in front you will be able to understand clearly. So doesn't matter how many mistakes you make, but try to make clear everything. Okay.
Yes.
This will help our English speaking
Correct.
session.
What I noticed with Mert, he can pronounce correctly the S in the school. Like what I always mention to you guys, and the rest of you, you always say is school, is store. But Mert, he can pronounce it well. So I think it depends on which region you belong.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Because of geography.
Yeah,
And
because
in my case, I would say Mark is good at in pronunciation.
mhm,
The lack in us, and because we can guess him.
yeah,
Because of different countries.
like
That's it.
I'm from Turkey because of it.
Right.
And
Yeah.
it's
But
different.
I can guess that you are good at in pronunciation.
in my
Yes.
country,
But I'm speaking sometimes
Sometimes
fastly because of it.
speak slow, but that doesn't matter. Day by day, I think you will speak fluent.
yeah, when Mert started, he was even like very well.
Yeah.
I know you're a very soft-spoken person, but yeah, now you have improved. Well, I just want to tell you guys that in the Philippines too, our common problem is
Yeah.
the school, store. That's also us, and
Even I am a job holder. I am to speak a lot of people from different countries.
Mhm,
I am to suffer to understand them. And
mhm,
most of them are Chinese, Philippine, Thailand.
mhm.
But they're pronouncing well. Regionally, I can't guess them.
Yeah,
Mark is one of them. They are smart.
yeah,
He's speaking smartly.
yeah,
But I have to be habituated with them.
yeah.
Within a few months, I have been doing this. And I am
Okay.
able to get all these words from them.
Yeah, yeah. When you are used to this, how the person speak or
Yeah.
which original language the person speak, you can understand when you are used to it. Like
Yeah.
yeah, but when it's new to you, the accent is new, the way they pronounce is new, so that's why sometimes it's a challenge. But like I said, Mert is good with a school, store.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good at that. But I know that the rest of you guys, well, me included, if I look back from the past.
Also, I want to say something. Sometimes I realize that it can be Ryan. I don't. I'm not sure, but you are saying ask, ask, like ask, or you are saying the word of first. You are saying it fast.
Yeah, it's
not
like
first. I
like
realize that.
learn, when they say learn, it's learn. I noticed that too, but now I'm picking up
because of geography.
yeah, it's because of
I'm not
the
sure who
region.
is saying, but one of these participants.
Yeah,
I realize that. before.
Yeah, you're right. I noticed that too, but because I'm used to this now, so I can understand them. But like I said, with the examiner, they don't really base that how they are used to your accent or how they are used to your pronunciation. They have a standard to follow, even if the examiner belongs to the same region as you. And I'm really surprised that I thought that examiners are actually like native English speakers wherever they are in the world. Or, for example, your examiners in your country, I thought they should be native English speakers, but I've heard that no, it's the same. For example, in the Philippines, IELTS examiners, they're also Filipinos. So I said, oh, do you get what I mean? Like, do you have that in your country? I'm sure.
They have to complete some courses, as I feel that TESOL is one of them. So when they complete their courses, they are eligible to like evaluate our speaking parts, and they are like authorized examiner.
What I heard, because I also made some research about it, because I'm interested to apply as an IELTS examiner, but that's in the future, like distant future, not now. That they require that you teach English at least for 3 years. That's a requirement. Not just passing an exam or whatever, but you have to have the experience of teaching English, just English, for at least 3 years. That's what I've found out.
Oh, actually, they have to pass some exams, and I heard that TESOL exams is one of them, and every 2 years they have to participate IELTS exam to continue this profession.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I heard.
might be, but
Yeah, Ryan. I heard that too, that they have to complete exams. I have TESOL too in 2019. So, are you there, guys?
so what is TESOL actually? Does it cover IELTS sessions, or it's just a course?
It's a course, but you have to pass an exam, written and oh no, there is a classroom exam, like demonstration and everything, and there is also an online exam. And online is just, it's extremely difficult. Even if you
Is it
ask,
difficult than IELTS?
yes, because it's situational. And even if you ask a native speaker, I had my husband, I could ask him, but even my husband, who was a native Canadian, could not answer the question. So, like I said, the online test was extremely just challenging, very challenging.
You have to be ready for this challenge.
Yeah. But I think you just have to take it as for fun, like you're enjoying it. Don't stress out, and that's the way how you deal with it.
One more thing I want to add here, if you don't mind, for Mert and Ryan. We are here for learning from them, for all of us. And if someone finds fault ours, then we must take it positively. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you, Habib. You are very kind. I like your mindset. I like your attitude. Yeah, sometimes I wanna have some comment or something, but I feel like I should do that like on the message.
We should take it positively.
yeah. Well, if we get corrected, that's okay. It's a learning process.
Then I will
tomorrow we can fix it.
Because the person who gave that correction maybe is well intentioned. It's well intentioned, so we just have to appreciate it and sometimes we get maybe offended, but you know, it's part of life, and us also who wants to give comments. Oh, sorry. Okay, guys, that's about it.